Oh, it's doing that. I see. Hello.
Oh, this is going to be weird. We're not going to be able to see ourselves. Cool. We're live. Yeah, but we're on delay.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so we're here.
Hello. Hello, junkies.
It's catching up.
There we are.
We're on a delay now.
We're on a delay, so it's not going to help.
Yeah. Oh, God, we are bright.
Junkies.
That didn't help.
Friday.
Yeah.
Mezco. Should probably turn that down.
We're off to a good start.
I mean, you guys can vamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're vamping.
All right, so what are we unboxing today?
Okay, so
Actually, first, Rick's here.
Rick's here. Woo! Rick's in the house. New set. First time for Rick. You guys can see a little bit more of what we do, or what we have, I should say.
And
what
a little
we
bit
do
less
will
because
be-
there's more people.
Yeah, that's true. So we're going to do some Mezco unboxings. Rick brought along some other goodies for us to check out today. And then we'll probably just talk some BS. Oh, 2 giveaways. Back in Black Deadpool and, go ahead, show it, M.A.S.K. G.I. Joe Matte Tracker.
This
Very
is the
cool.
That's sweet.
this is the 2008 Matte Tracker.
Wow.
Yeah, so this puppy's 10 years old.
Wasn't that a convention exclusive?
I'd like to say that it was, but it doesn't have any convention stickers on it. So
It's
it
a
does
convention
have
exclusive.
it does have
You're getting
the
it for free.
it does have the armored little logo here, the M.A.S.K. armored logo.
All right.
Command strike blah blah blah.
So, Raul, what's up? Sean, what's going on, brother?
wow, we got a lot of people already.
Yeah, hey guys.
Wow, okay, very cool. So we're
The
gonna
power
keep
of the
going.
Mezco name.
Yeah, Mezco seems to get it. So before we get into it, go ahead, Rick. Why don't you show them this new little piece, new development?
Oh, I don't know if they can see it from back here.
So if you go right there, boom.
Right there. It's new guidelines on how to pose and display and play with your Mezco. And apparently they're saying don't play with it, so
What?
that's the new disclaimer.
Really?
Yes.
Did they take play out of it? Now just pose and play?
These are not toys and are not meant for children. They're designed with adult collectors in mind.
Wow. Well, I can see that because some of the pieces are very small.
Yeah.
Like I have the Dark Knight Mezco Batman, and he's got those little batarangs in his hand, and they're really tiny and they're sharp.
Yeah, well, this basically, it says at the beginning, our 112 collector figures are designed to display in a wide range of poses, but as with any high-end collectible, care and consideration should be exercised when handling. So
Wow. Okay.
don't manhandle your Mezco.
Other words, don't set up a war and explosions and then have them all go at it because he's probably not going to survive, or she is probably not going to survive.
I mean, unless I'm wrong, that means if you overly mishandle it,
It might
they're
break.
not gonna. Yeah, they're not gonna
Yeah.
replace it.
Right. This is not a toy.
Dustin said, "How to play with toys? Step 1, don't."
Don't. Exactly. Exactly.
And Jason Nelson said, "Adult collectors, who collects adults?" So great.
I like that.
Nice.
Before we do this, just because we have fun talking to you guys about what happens on the page, there's been a couple flame wars going on this week.
Flame Wars.
Yeah.
I like that. We should write that down.
yeah.
Flame Wars.
On the page of either someone posting, "You darn adult collectors buying out all the toys," or I guess the opposite. Either way, you're on a page with adult collectors. If you're gonna knock what they do, you're probably gonna start a pretty big back and forth. I get it. I buy toys for my son. I buy $20 figures for my son, which a lot of people don't. They buy the smaller ones. So I get that you might not always be able to get them. But at the end of the day, we're collectors. The $20 price point is a little bit more high end than the $8 or $10. So if they were out trying to find it and you were trying to find it for your son, it's kind of first come, first serve,
Yeah.
like it is in the adult collecting community. I've got like 20 adults that I collected, so I'm pretty excited. This has been a good week. I mean, you guys have any takes on that, or?
I think maybe that somebody thought we were for like buying and trading toys for kids. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay.
And that maybe there are people out there that don't fully comprehend our hobby, if we can call it that.
Yeah.
We can call it a job at times, but I think there's a lot of people that don't understand the hobby of collecting toys.
I think it's possible that they just want people to be conscious of the fact that there are other people buying them and not buying everything. Like,
True.
And like it's like the people buying all the Hydra 2-packs. It's like be conscious of all the other people that are trying to buy them because there are other people that want them for different reasons.
And we had a junkie on the page this
So
week who found a stash of them at a Toys R Us. They were actually underneath
the bottom.
Yeah, and he said, I took one, and that was it. And there was like, 3 or 4 in there. So, I mean, hey, at least he left some others for other people. So,
Yeah, I
good
mean,
move.
like in any, if it's collecting, if it's anything that you do, there's going to be a small segment of people that don't care.
Right.
They're going to scalp. They're going to buy everything they can. We were at a Walmart where literally they had put out their whole display, and there was 2 pieces left.
Yeah.
So
Jurassic Park stuff, right?
And this was 11 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So at some point from 8 to 11, somebody came in and wiped them out. It's gonna happen, but that's the beauty of AFJ. Come help out your fellow collector. If you can pick up 2 and put one up for cost, great. If you go and you put it up for more than that, I just nuked. Somebody had the $50 T-Rex battle damage.
The colossal
one
T-Rex.
was trying to sell it for 116 shipped.
Yeah.
So
And
that got taken down. So I know everybody kind of gets up in arms about what we do and don't catch. We catch everything that we can. This guy here is like, he's the Batman of you mess around on the page. 2 o'clock in the morning, he emails. I don't know when he sleeps because he works all day and then nukes your guys' posts all night. So we do our best, but that's the beauty of AFJ. We're going to cover toy news. So yes, there was a lot of Jurassic Park stuff this week.
Yes.
It came out this week. It will slow down. It was a mucking, crazy thing, but it's going to continue to happen. Please bear with us. If you don't like seeing all the posts, just try to scroll by and know that, hey, next week, Avengers is going to be out. There's going to be a ton of Avengers stuff. That's, it's a collector's page, but we cover new toy news, so you're going to have that stuff happening. Okay? So why don't we crack into this? You want to switch to the close-up and go on?
Well, first, the
first,
packaging.
Yes, first packaging. So Rick got his in. He bought it from... You want to give a shout out to the...
Anthony Hernandez, which...
Oh, I've seen that name a few times, actually.
He partners with the group Ageless Geeks, but they do a promotion where you can buy 10 and get 1 free. So, I mean, it's big.
Yeah, but, at the end of the day...
I still see any exclusives go through Mezco, but at the end of the day, buy 10, get 1 free, that's big. That's an $80 figure for free.
So Rick, again, being the sweetheart that he is, knows that I don't like to open my figures. So he brought his so we can open it, but I did get my Ascending Knight in this week, and we wanted to show you guys. Mezco's kind of stepping up, doing a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but compared to just being thrown in a corrugated, it's really nice. You've got tissue paper, bubble wrap, and then the figure in there. So we wanted to give him a shout out.
Right.
We dig it. Very
One more
cool.
layer of something you're not going to open.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now it's almost like I have to take it out of this.
I mean, it could be what's the cat? Schrodinger's cats, Schroeder's cat.
yeah.
Schrodinger's cat.
Is it
Schrodinger's
really
cat.
in there?
Is it
or
really
not?
in there? You have no idea. They
Is
could
it
just
dead or alive?
Yeah, you have no clue.
You didn't even pop the Mezco.
You didn't even take it
No,
out.
of
You
course
still
not.
didn't take it
I do that
out.
myself. All right, you want to show him the box?
I was getting pre-prepared and you killed it.
There we go.
All right, so right here.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the front.
I love that gray.
Yeah, the gray really, it's like what, can we say slate gray? Is that right? It's
My
just-
wife actually got me this T-shirt that is that color gray,
Yeah.
and it has this. I love this Batman
Yeah.
symbol. I don't know why. What
It's just
iteration
sharper.
is
I
that?
don't know. There's so many, and it's
It's like the...
it's kind of crazy how
I
many
would
there
say it's more
are.
like the Jim Lee
Yeah.
Batman.
Okay.
The Hush.
All right, yeah, I can go with that. I like
That's
that.
what I would believe. That's the Hush.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually,
I'm starting to dig the one with the yellow outline around it now too. I don't know why. Maybe because I just keep seeing it all the time.
I always love though a little yellow
Yeah.
in the logo because it's like he's trying to hide at night, but he's so
Right.
badass that he's got the yellow He's like, I don't even care.
Well, that was supposed to be
Check me out.
for a target. For when he is seen, they shoot for the chest
Ah.
and hit the body armor instead of shooting,
Look, see?
shooting for
Look
the
at that.
face and killing him, you know?
Look at that.
All right. Ooh, let's see. Well, we got a lot in here. So before we get into it, Dustin says, so I can't use actual gunfire to recreate the No Man's Land scene when the Wonder Woman comes out. Dang it. Money talks. Dustin also says, if you're knocking adult collectors in a group of adult collectors, 1, you're in the wrong place. 2, you're going to have a bad time. Richard says, you snooze, you lose. Jason, he was nicer than the guy that hid them in the first place.
Very true. Yeah.
Always check underneath those bottom. I mean,
now
I learned this long ago from a Toys R Us employee, a guy that was an assistant manager. He's moved on since, but you would go in when they would do the inventory and the resets, and you would always find piles of stashes. I mean, some stuff 2 to 3 years old.
Yeah.
So now that the liquidation companies, they pull it up and look and see what you can find.
Yeah.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I mean, it's dirty, but
I used to do the trap that they would have. I would
top?
stand there and go like this, and I think I hit. I think it was like a Force Awakens snowtrooper, like Sergeant Toys R Us exclusive. I'm like, they ran out. I'm like, why wouldn't this be out? There were none on the shelf.
well, what they're doing is they're waiting for that 70% markdown, and then they can go in.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, now,
lift that
yeah.
bottom up and
Yeah.
pull them out. That's the goal there.
Somebody's going to catch that out. So Dustin said, like Dan Larson always says, if you see 2, leave 1 for the next collector.
Yeah.
Put it back on the shelf.
Raul hit us with 5 bat logos.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Shell Aaliyah,
Wife, Alaya.
wifey.
Whoop, whoop.
Aaliyah. Yeah, damn you now. I appreciate now I got
Alaya.
Raul.
We've been saying your name wrong.
I like
this whole
Aaliyah.
time?
Yeah, that's
Alaya.
I don't
okay.
say anybody's
Alaya,
name. Right?
okay.
I can barely say my own. She said, whoop whoop. Daniel Land, another one. There
This
you
is
go.
what up, Rick?
And
up, Daniel?
Dustin, I like the yellow outline as a nod to the oval. And Rick is right. The yellow was intended to be a target to draw fire. So, very cool. All right, let's crank into this sucker.
Yeah, let's do this one.
We'll see if we get the secret of the bat brick.
Oh,
Hold on.
the smell test.
The smell test. It'll be there. There we go. We're back.
Yeah, that's
fix that.
pretty.
I'll fix that.
That is pretty. Yeah, every's now.
Oh, I
leaning
love
over.
it. I love the gray.
It's like a party in the 80s over here.
I'll pass.
Whoa.
You know what's more?
I know it's
Now
smell
it's
it.
like
Smell
a
it.
party in the
Smell
day.
it.
that
Smell
ends
it.
at a party.
Smell
He
it.
passes
Stop it.
on
Get
all
out.
Smell
Get
it.
out. Get out.
Smell
Get
it.
out of here.
Smell
Suck all the
it.
Get
fun
outta
out of
here.
the room.
Smell it, Evan.
Yeah.
I like the.
That's nice.
Ooh.
I like the feel of the cape already. It's nice. And
Now
light.
are you already thinking of customizing some things?
I might
Cape-wise
customize
in
the
here?
cape. Yeah, I might do that. It's nice though. I thought I was gonna hate it, but I don't. I like
You
it.
could pop them right there, and then they can
They can see.
see it. 'Cause that's our secondary.
I was hogging up all the fun here.
No problem. Yeah, that's cool.
Nice
Ooh. Yeah.
span. I like that you can drape it back too.
I like this. I like the little shell on the inside.
Yeah, the secondary coffin that they sit in to keep them protected. Mezco does a great job with packaging these figures. They give you something that holds everything. The figure is secure, so if you're going to store it, you have them out for a little bit, and you're going to put them back on the shelf.
Well, and you don't have. I don't know why I don't like it, but maybe it's because you can't. Wow, that's really sharp. Because you can't actually re-twist tie it. But I hate twist ties.
Yeah, you're never going to put the twist tie back on. You're never going to do
This is
that.
great.
So
Now I'm
it's
going to assume you have the variant already ordered.
The PX one?
Yeah.
Negative.
Is that the blue? But there's enough. Mezco has their own variant as well. Is it?
The Mezco Direct?
Yeah. Well, there's
The-
two variants. Well, plus the Toy Fair, but
Yeah, I think a lot of us, the admin guys, ordered with Jarrett, so we don't know how that's gonna,
yes, Jay. I got to look into that. Jason
How that's
emailed me
gonna-
about it this morning.
how that's gonna swing down, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I'm honestly just blown away every time I
Which one?
see one of these Mezco things. Because the way they do the cloth and the way they do the clothes, it just feels.
I know we actually
So
had,
good.
we actually had somebody who was like didn't like the cloth on the figures, and you're like, this isn't like a Miko doll.
They
You don't
tried
like-
to-
you don't
they
like the
tried to
quality on
compare
it?
To Mego.
That's supposed to.
Oh wow, that came off really easily.
Yeah, the head popped right
I
off.
turned it.
You broke it.
I broke it.
Oh god.
I broke it immediately.
Red alert! Red
No,
alert!
I twisted the head to just turn it, and it just came right off.
So terrible. Well, I mean, I'm used to Evan breaking things.
Now, if anyone can tell us what's the secret of the bat brick, because I don't even know what the secret of this thing is.
No, the Bat Brick was in the Toy Fair exclusive. I remember that, or at least seeing it. Yeah, it was because we saw it in a video online.
Yeah, but I don't know what it's for. Like, they say it's an assault weapon, but
Is this like Worf's?
oh, maybe like a staff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
but
maybe
how-
it's like that. Immediately, the thing that I looked at it when I
Yeah, go
first saw
switch
it
to the tight angle.
was that
Hold on,
I've kind of thought that the Bat Brick
Yeah, check the head.
was
out.
one like a batlet, but it was also very much like a you remember in Batman Dead End where he fights the Predator and he takes out that weird. It's kind of like a batarang that he holds and he
Yeah,
uses them
almost
as
like
fists.
knuckles,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're almost
Yeah.
like blade knuckles. That's the first time when I saw this I was like, oh, they're kind of doing like their own version of like the bat knuckles. Like it looks like he'd
Yeah.
hold it and then be able to punch or have like a stab depending on which
I'm just
side of
gonna
it he
tell-
was holding.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say outright that to me just looks like a bat folding TV dinner tray. You know what I mean? Like he's
Personalized
like
tray.
Alfred brought him his soup. Wow, that's cool. That is
So
really,
sorry, Evan. Did not realize that was
Really
I got
cool.
it.
because you were dropping.
Here,
the,
Evan, go ahead.
Hold on.
Show everybody this.
Yeah.
Got to get in close
Oh
on
my
that for
God.
the detail.
Okay.
All right. While we're showing,
Sorry for the Dutch angle there, but it gives you a Batman 66 feel, guys. Don't worry, we'll fix it.
Raul said, that smell. Dustin said that, or hashtag new Mezco smell. Raul said, I remember Batman versus Superman being extra smelly.
It was a vintage year on that one.
And Dustin's gave us a oh face, and then it's basically a bludgeoning tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Since it is
So how many hands we getting with this one?
a total of, what's an odd number? 7 hands. Ooh. Come out.
Oh,
What? What did you see?
what is that?
What did I grab?
Is that for the cape?
Yeah, that's for the cape.
Yep, that's for
They-
the cape.
They switched it up.
Very cool.
They
All right,
went to
we'll
the
get-
clear plastic.
What is for the cape? I just cut the rewind shot. Do you want to show it off?
Oh, the
Oh yeah, go ahead.
little wires that they include on the bottom, right here.
Yeah, I have that on my the Dark Knight version.
Okay.
But these are just a little bit different because they're more plasticky. If that's a word.
It is now.
Yeah. Probably. I can't get it. This thing is in there.
Yeah, I think you're probably better off leaving those batarangs.
That's what I was
You can get
thinking.
them up on here.
Because that is the chance to lose them is extremely high.
There you go.
God,
Well, and also as we were saying at the beginning,
And I
with the letter,
grappling hooks too, just so you can show the camera.
this is not a toy. I mean, these pieces are small, they're delicate, and let's say easy to swallow, which is another reason why a child should not be playing with it. And like the head just popped right off. You know, it popped off because we're able to change the heads, change things. Most kids' toys, their heads don't pop off. If the head is popping off, it's broken. But if the head is popping off, it's probably an adult collector's toy.
Wow.
that's nice.
Yeah, that is.
This is
That's
why
really cool.
customizing older figures has become such an art form now because
get
most
that
of the
in his
time you'll
hand now?
break
Well,
old
these are-
Kenner
these are
figures
just
trying to take their
fists.
heads off.
Okay.
Here, we can do the,
Switch it.
yeah.
Show everybody.
Why don't you take him and I'll put these.
Dustin says those cape wires are a pain in the butt. I have the Dawn of Justice Batman and Superman as well as the classic Superman. They all have those clips.
Yeah, it's for me. I gave up on it. I tried to do it. I tried to make the Dark Knight cape do the thing as he did in the Frank Miller book, and I just gave up.
Yeah. I tried it on Superman's cape. He tried to break my neck, and I put him back in the box.
Oh, we're gonna go there already.
Yeah, well, I have to.
Well,
It's
you know,
DC.
I mean, he was raised by a father who did not cherish life at all, even
No.
his own.
I mean, earlier Superman did kill Zod earlier in the comics. So they left him and the other 2 Kryptonians to die on that frozen tundra that he dropped him on with no powers.
I mean, Superman's been around since the 40s. You think he would have went and killed Hitler. But he didn't.
No,
he didn't.
But Zod,
Yeah.
dead.
But Zod, oh,
Neck, snap.
It's a life choice, man. You
Boom!
kill innocents as well.
boom! It's a lot of black on the screen today.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, that belt is
Yeah, the belt is nice.
really awesome.
And Rick, you can't take the belt off, right? It's the way that they've manufactured it. Like you'd have to really be delicate to take it off.
Some you can, some you can't.
Okay, all right. You don't have to. I'm just wondering if it's a general design
curious about that,
or can you take the belt off?
No, that's nice. I didn't notice that either.
It has a clip in the back.
Dustin says, "Thank you, Rick. Thank you."
Yeah,
Are you sure that's not for the arm?
it might be
I think it's for the
Oh
arm.
wow!
for the
look at
bat
that.
brick, but you can still make it work though. Wow,
Oh, nice.
That is really cool. I
it's a lot of decent. No, it doesn't come off though.
Okay.
this is
all right.
again another really cool. He took Hitler and Stalin to some UN League of Nations trial.
Thank you for clarifying that.
No, this is really cool. I mean, the Ascending Knight, the head, the outfit.
It's hard to complain about a Mezco 112 now.
No,
You
yeah.
just can't. I mean, like they're teasing on a weekly basis now, like different things that are coming out, and I think it's almost tough. It's tougher on us when they do the reveal because we have like 5 other things that we're really hoping it is.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, we saw that at Toy Fair. Because
we
those
went
in our
crazy.
mind are already okay. We're doing that one.
Did you see the tease that they had of the staff?
No, what's that?
So it ended up being
The
like
wooden
a,
stake for,
Yeah.
for Blade.
But I was thinking it was a little staff, so I went Yoda instantly, and I went if we start getting Star Wars 112s,
I don't think the mouse is gonna let them touch that.
I don't think
Which
you're
is a
wrong.
shame because the mouse should let them touch that.
Yeah.
But then when the next day we saw that it was Peter Cushing from The Horror of Dracula stabbing a vampire, it was like, oh my God, they're either
Yeah.
going to do Christopher Lee's Dracula, they're going to do Peter Cushing as Van Helsing. I was like, and my wife gave me the green light, like immediately. She's like, order them, just order them now. And I was just like, oh, it's not until tomorrow, like we have no idea. And then it turned out to be Blade, which I don't think people were as excited for, but maybe because that was already revealed to us. Like it wasn't anything that was a
Yeah.
real surprise.
I mean, I'm a big Blade fan. We're now going to try to get the Legend, so we can we'll open them here. With the bike. I honestly, if you really think about, if you try to take all of the pre-MCU movies that are Marvel, the Fantastic Fours, I think Blade. I mean, the third Blade got a little rocky, but I think that those are probably your best pre-new MCU Marvel movies. They were done really well.
Right.
Wesley Snipes was perfect.
Yeah, perfectly cast.
as Blade.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the blob monster at the end of the first one. But, at that point, you got to also take a look at where technology was. That was the best CGI that they could do.
It has not aged well with
No.
with technology, but I think
Yeah.
story-wise, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm excited about a Blade, but the teases got me a little, I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, there were more things that we were thinking of, and like I
Yeah.
said, we had already seen Blade at Toy Fair, so we knew Blade was coming.
Yeah.
I was thinking Dracula. I was confused 'cause I thought it was supposed to be movie Blade.
Isn't it? Yeah, it is movie Blade.
It doesn't look like movie
It doesn't
Blade no
look
more.
like Wesley Snipes, I think, and
Yeah.
you think that it would if it was movie Blade, but the clothes and everything, the color schemes look. It's not '70s Blade from Tomb of Dracula, which would have been an awesome variant.
I think
sorry.
it looks more like
It's really
TV
cool.
series Blade.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
with sticky fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are shocked that I knew that.
Back to,
Proud of you.
back to this guy here. What is the good of this piece?
All right, the good. I'll go first. The belt, knockout for me. The cape, it's like some of the other ones. The accessories are amazing. I think my favorite thing is the Bruce Wayne head. I think that's a real spot on. I could see him back in the cave. At the end of the night, took the cowl off, still got the outfit on.
Has
I dig
perfect
it.
hair.
Yeah. Well, you know
He's a
that's
big
how
guy.
that's how it looks when it comes off, the cowl comes off. It's going down. You know. What do you think, Rick?
I love it all. I mean,
It's good you bought it.
yeah, honestly, the thing that I really like the most, and I didn't know I was going to, is the side profile. Normally, you look at a straight line. I mean, that's intimidating. Look at the side profile.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the cowl, I love everything.
The
about
ears are surprising to me because I think I like the Jim Lee short ears on Batman the most. But I like you said, with the side profile, I really dig that menacing creature of the night kind of Batman that it is.
It's very
you know?
year one,
Right.
kind of.
Bob Kane and Bill Finger Batman, so let's
it. I like it. yeah.
Appreciate you throwing Bill Finger in there.
watch the documentary on Hulu. It's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I know this one's going to be tough, but
Well,
is there any bad?
oof.
I have a minor gripe, but it could be twofold on that, which is the gauntlets.
What
I
about
feel
'em?
like they could be longer because they're shorter there. I know the first appearance didn't even have the little spikes on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's nice that they
Right.
added that, but that little touch. I figure if they would come up just a little bit more, it would be a little bit more for me. But that also leads to someone can do a Nightwing Batman custom with those.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's cool.
Again, at this point, we're picking apart something really,
Yeah,
really great.
yeah.
That's as good. That's as much as you're going to get. It's
Yeah,
just nitpicking.
I think you're probably right. I think cut back to the tight shot. You're gonna see the gap. Hold on, there between
His
the
head.
neck
Yeah.
and the head. But I think I don't know
That's
why
what I was going to mention.
the hips on him don't look natural. You know what I mean? Like the thigh portion, for some reason, his outer thigh is like,
He didn't skip leg day.
yeah.
He
Looks
went.
like
he
he's
went
about to
full
give
on
birth or
leg
something.
day.
Now, well, Rick, you have more of these, I believe, than any of us, and you probably opened more than MJ has.
Yeah, that's
So, is there anything on this Batman that you say, well, they repurposed that one?
No,
Nothing.
no, this
Okay.
is all brand new.
Okay, so the belt's not a repurposed belt from like two
Nope.
releases ago or anything. Okay, cool. Because
all
with
even-
Batman, you could see that. Yeah, I'm going to wear this belt today. I'm going to wear this cowl today, and mix them up.
Yeah, I know
You
they
make
went
sure
all out.
they match my shoes.
Exactly.
New boots, new everything.
Okay. All right.
All right, so Richard said bike ? I think that's back to Blade.
Yeah.
They didn't announce it, but I love the. I mean, they did it with the Dreadnought. So there's 2 Dread motorcycles. I could see like with them having multiple Wolverines, I could see just Mezco releasing a bike
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
they
mean?
did it with Dread, and
in,
it's
in scale. That would be really cool.
Well, it's
I'd buy it, but
Depending on performance with that.
And I think it's also would be a Comic-Con. I think it'd be like a Comic-Con exclusive. Wasn't Dread a Comic-Con exclusive with the bike to start?
maybe I don't remember.
Like I think
Could be.
maybe one was like black and one was brown, and then another one was blue.
Well, one
I
was-
remember
yeah,
the differences.
One was black and white, and then we had the PX exclusive, which was the blue with the Wasteland coat.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And then the regular release.
Okay.
Jason Nelson was saying we have several bats, but when are we going to get a Boy Wonder?
That's a good point. And which Boy Wonder? I mean, what Boy Wonder do you want to see?
Because of their scale, if they do, they're going to go Nightwing. That'd
Yeah,
be my
that
guess.
would be-
I don't think you're going to see a red, yellow, green Robin from
I would argue
Damian
that
Wayne.
the Spider-Man is a little bit smaller than the normal one.
Yeah,
so
but
if
you'd
you
even have to-
if you
you'd
do
have
the
to
height
go,
ratio of a Miles Morales as a Robin,
It could work, yeah.
then I think you're
I
going to
would-
get the more red and yellow Robin. The who's last Robin? Who's current Robin?
Damian Wayne.
Damian. Or you could do the.
I like Damian Wayne. I think that would be cool.
You could do the Red Robin, which his suit now in the new the
Yeah.
Rebirth is all the green and the
Right.
red. Which
Yeah,
would be
it's
nice.
cool.
Do you think we'll get the red mask?
Red Hood?
Red Hood. Thank you. Sorry.
Yes. I would hope so.
Somebody on the page has done an amazing Red Hood
Sean
Mezco.
Tatz has done like a million of them.
Okay, that's the guy. That custom is, I mean, when I first saw, because he's got a Dr. Fate too, right?
Yes, yep.
He's got some really cool ones, and they're done so well that when I saw them, I went, how did I miss this? Like, I went online and then I went, I'm not finding these. And then I went back and then I actually realized, like, and he even does a custom box too, right? I think I even saw some.
I don't know
Wow.
about that.
I feel like I saw a Red Hood box, and I was like, that's amazing. So Jason also hit me with, yeah, I'm body shaming the Dark Knight. I work hard on this, and I feel like he should even out. You know what I mean?
So Jason has said, this is Jason McCruman. I can't read it from here. He said, will we ever see the Star Trek The Next Generation figures or Futurama released by Mezco? Do you know anything if they don't seem to be doing any more Star Trek?
I know their license expired.
Yeah, they lost the license.
Okay. So and then we have seen McFarlane doing some next gen figures as well as some original series figures at Toy Fair. So
Even Shatner himself came on and like said that they love what they're doing. What other Star Trek stuff do you have? And he was like, they didn't, the license expired.
yeah. So maybe it's one of those things that in time, Paramount or CBS, for that fact, will throw and say, hey, let's do this. Let's do some more Star Trek because
Show some here.
there's some fantastic ones here.
Now that was from 3 years ago when I did a custom, and they're like, "Oh, you butcher," and now these guys have outdone me in every single way. I found that the other day. I thought it was great.
Nice.
Yeah. They go above and beyond. I don't know if I could do a custom on any.
No,
I mean, a cake swap. Yeah, but I mean a full-out custom.
I'm still working on it. Like, I'm about to open my first Mezco that's actually my own.
Wow.
And I'm over here like sweating.
He's scared.
And like I have like literally because I was gonna open the bag while we were talking and I couldn't even like
Starting to weaken the
I
knees.
need like I'm gonna need you guys to kind of chant my name as I open this thing and get me
Hey, do
excited.
you guys, before we go to that, do you guys have any final thoughts? on
Look
this
at
one?
us. We're professional this week.
Well, we're working on it.
Yeah. it's a process.
Final thoughts for me is just keep making figures, Mezco. I'm going to keep buying them. And also the more, I mean, they're releasing more and more properties. This year they were going to release more figures than they released the year before. So if they keep doing well and you guys keep supporting them and they support us, hopefully they could get Star Trek back. We could see, a partnership with Disney. There could be some really cool stuff. So, final thoughts. I'm excited for the two other versions, so I could put the boxes next to each other. I really am.
You want the blue version?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I only have so much more space on my shelf, and I've saved 2 spots for that. I'm ready to just keep adding boxes.
Why don't you just buy the boxes online?
Yeah, maybe they'll just sell you
Maybe
the box
somebody
with
will
some
just sell you a
sand in it.
box.
I'll know.
You'll know.
You know what I
You'll
mean?
know when it's not there.
Yeah.
A fit of depression, you just go downstairs and
It's
I'm
like-
opening them. That's it.
It's
Today's
like
the day.
It's the telltale heart. I hear it beating. If it's not there, you know what I mean? All right. You guys got anything on this
No,
one?
no. Let's give away
My
Matt
final-
Tracker here.
My
All
final
right, yeah,
thought
let's-
is just look at that.
Well, I mean, I do have one final thought.
Yeah,
Look at
Okay, go ahead.
I would say my final thought is to, if you think you want it, buy it. If you get it, you don't like it, you can always resell it because they hold and maintain their value. So what are you
Good point.
losing?
And you see a lot of people who maybe got the Wolverine, didn't like it. They put it back up for $80 and they say
Good for
open, contents checked,
Yeah.
and displayed, but not perfect condition. And you'll still get at least face value.
Yeah.
Let alone you buy one of the ones that jumps up 20 or 40,
Right.
and then you
Or
make
100,
money.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, so as you're putting this sucker away,
All right.
let's read some comments here. I know Disney is making Incredibles 2 figures already. Yeah, they're working with Jack's Pacific. Jack's Pacific.
You can
on
see a
that.
picture of most of them that we saw in a Walmart on our Instagram page.
Yeah, check it out.
The real AFJ?
Yes.
Yeah.
At
Yes.
the real AFJ. My thing with the Pixar toys is they're all over the place with scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I love Big Hero 6. I love The Incredibles. I love Toy Story. I love a lot of those movies. The figures come out, and you got to have some line, Black Series,
Right.
6-inch, Legends, Multiverse, where they're all going to come. It's just hit or miss. Big Hero 6 didn't, other than a couple of the Baymax.
Baymax.
Yeah, Baymax. bigger ones, they were all 375s. So there was nothing bigger. Across the board, I've seen some cool Jack specifics for the Incredibles 2, but they've got that bulky, hard plastic look to me that I just don't like. I don't love it, at least.
Yeah, I think as far as Disney goes with the Pixar toys, I don't think they're going to get. I don't think the fans are going to buy those toys. I think if they would have stuck with an Infinity line, like I think they've been releasing some Star Wars and some Marvel characters, and I think they did do the dad, Mr. Incredible.
Yeah.
I think if they would have released
I
more
did
figures
buy-
like that.
Yeah, I got one for $3.
Because
on
this
clearance
isn't
at
like
Toys R Us.
Cars 1 and 2 and 3 where they're going to sell a lot of toys. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think these toys are going to be just sitting on the shelf for the next couple of months and easy to pick up at Walmart.
The big ones that are cloth are actually cool. My wife actually grabbed them.
Like the doll, the ones that look like dolls, yeah.
They're cool in person. My wife grabbed all of those at Toys R Us because they put them out early. And she even has the exclusive set with they come with the original attire. And they're nice for what they are. But if you're gonna collect them,
yeah, it's a shame because I feel like Disney. I mean, if you look, you could still find Moana toys at Walmart and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
still to this day.
well, they did an articulated line.
Yeah.
It was like Wally, Eve, Mr. Incredible,
Yeah.
where it was actually
Yes.
all articulated.
But
it fit.
remember, do you remember what the price point was when it first came out, though?
$20.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were a little bit more than
No,
that.
they were 20. Well,
20
at
bucks?
Toys R Us I seen they were 20.
Okay, maybe it might have been 20, but I honestly remember grabbing it for my son for like $3.
Yeah, they went
because
on
nobody
clearance.
bought them
No
at
one wanted
20,
them, yeah.
and then they went down. Okay.
Do you want to do our giveaway?
Yeah, we'll just let's.
Yeah, let's read some comments. There's a lot of
let's read
comments.
comments, then we'll catch up. Sorry if you've already talked about it, but do you think Mezco will include a unmasked sculpt on the Sovereign Bat and the unannounced old version as well? Rick?
No.
Rick's saying no.
Rick's
If
doing
Rick
head shake.
says no, I'm going to go ahead and agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
James says they should make an Adam West version to honor him. Yeah, I'm sure that's a likeness issue with the estate, probably at this point, or with 66. I'd buy it.
Mattel's not gonna allow that.
Yeah.
They
Stevie-
shut down NECA.
Yeah.
So
Stevie said hi all, and James also said, do you think the WWE will ever make a Chris Benoit action figure ever again? I don't see it after what happened.
no.
No,
Yeah, no.
no.
I mean, they are.
No.
One thing, the WWE is all about dollars right now.
Yeah, and that's
they are not going to mess around with the backlash. I mean, Hulk Hogan, who's a giant moneymaker, they've cut him out completely because of the little rant that he went on. And he's trying to make amends and get back in there.
Right.
But unfortunately, I don't see that happening.
Never gonna.
What I would love to see, I mean, you've got Storm collectibles, but could you imagine a Mezco WWE? You know, like The Rock, imagine Stone Cold Steve Austin with the beer cans.
Yeah, I could probably see some of the more iconic guys, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, maybe getting those Ultimate Warrior.
Macho Man,
the Macho Man
with the boa.
Oh
be awesome.
yeah, just a couple of those. I could kind of see it, but I think that the WWE's bread and butter is the action figures. You know, the straight up for the kids action figures.
It
So
comes down to Mattel again, and they're not gonna.
yeah, so
Oh, hold on.
let's
You don't want to forget this.
let's do the trivia question.
Warning.
Yeah, you don't want to miss your warning.
Let's do the trivia
Let's
question
do
here.
trivia.
I
Okay.
don't know if he's going to stay up. He may
What's
not
your
stay up.
trivia? I'm sure you have something.
Okay, so this is obviously Matt Tracker from M.A.S.K, and Hasbro made him into a G.I. Joe figure. This is a 10-year-old figure.
Who's
My
the
trivia
person that
What?
Bob got into a fight with on the? No. I'm sorry.
Now, my trivia question is, what boxing superstar was supposed to be a G.I. Joe, and then the figure was never made, and it was canceled well before its release? So who was supposed to have a figure? You can give me the actor's name or the character's name.
You can't win.
Just
since
say,
you're
Rick,
here.
do you want to
Yes.
try and win?
If you were
Yes.
watching, we would have given you the shot.
Right. So if you
Go in
can,
the other room.
if you can name
bring
the,
up his live.
if you can name the
Text
boxer,
it to your wife, and she can comment in the.
you can name the boxer, we'll give you a Matt Tracker here and AFJ T-shirt. So you got to name the boxer, the actor, or the character's name, either one, and you'll get this figure. Looks like we got a winner already, and it looks like it was Nick Phillips.
Nick.
Is that the first one? Nick, you got it. It was
And
The Rock,
he even went, just in case Rocky wasn't
Yeah,
clear enough,
Rocky
he gave us
Balboa.
as well.
We'll be in
Robert,
touch.
man, I'm sorry. You were almost there. Sandeep said Ali. Nope. But
No.
we still have one more giveaway.
Yeah,
of
we can.
the hottest Deadpool.
We can do that. No, let's do it after Old Man
All right,
Logan. We'll do it at the
okay.
end.
So, you know what? I don't even.
Deep breaths.
Oh
Breathe.
man, this is tough, man. This is
actually
tough.
this
is
one
tough.
this one hurts.
Why don't you rip the box when you go into it?
No, I'm gonna.
You're gonna ruin it.
Oh, you're cutting the plastic off. Oh my god.
He's like, I'm going.
You know what? This is how it was for me yesterday.
Oh, and there's
watching your
multiple layers
son
of
play
plastic.
with those figures. That was driving me
You can
insane.
probably just slide it out. You don't
I
even
know,
take
but
that off.
it's all about the show, you know.
Oh wow, it will never be in better shape than it is in these next few seconds.
Do you want to?
They just send them to you, Rick.
Do you want to put that right there?
Yeah, here.
Oh,
Hold on. All right, let's switch, Rick. Hold on. I'm gonna switch. Then I'm gonna let you get this. This is the big boys. We even have enough room that we can fit behind each other. Oh, it looks so cool.
No warning.
I swear I just sent it to you.
I never broke one.
Why didn't they put your name at the bottom? Oh, and there's
oh,
another
there's a little piece of plastic in there.
plastic.
Another piece of plastic in there.
Look at that.
Got a wicked
Ooh,
glare there.
did you have that on the back of yours?
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's on all the new
Oh, hold on.
boxes.
Bend it a little bit. There you go. Oh, I love the X for the standing base.
I played with this.
Did we find out?
I was like, what just happened? Is there a ghost?
Did we find out what was up with the ant? Where the ant comes from? Didn't you?
No, I forget the name of the Mezit. That's
Okay.
or the Mezi.
Oh man.
Mezits or whatever.
Yeah.
All the way
Oh,
out.
I forgot to wear my Mezco badge from the collector's thing. I was going to wear that today. Right?
Oh no, there it is.
Warning.
There it is, guys.
Oh,
There it is.
this is how you play with our toy.
It's there. Product care guidelines. Yes, do not let Rick touch your Mezco. So it is in there.
Does
guys.
name Rick specifically? Do you want to show off the back of that real quick?
Well, we did.
we
We
did.
did. It was in there.
We did it.
Or the back of the Wolverine box. I think he means this one.
Oh, sorry.
So you can see what.
Gotta pull.
I'm sure people would like to
This
see
is,
that.
and we saw this at Toy Fair. Evan and I did.
Yeah.
And I loved it then. I was like, wow, like this is.
And we were talking earlier about if you have the brown and yellow suit, this is pretty similar, but you've got like it's like this is old man, it's weathered,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? All right,
This is very painful for him.
ready to do it. Oh, it's very painful.
I knew you wanted to
Can't
show his
even-
face.
I
You
can't
wanted to show
even-
away his face.
One side at a time.
Oh,
Make it slow.
oh, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough.
Hold your breath.
I haven't. I actually have not taken a breath. That's not even a. That's a real thing. I'm gonna force it. I get forceful.
It's the first one of your figures ever breathed.
Oh my god. Think how jealous the other figures are gonna be when they
This is
get out of the
the
box at
moment,
the end of the night.
Oh.
Ah, that's why.
All right, good. What's the first thing that we do, Evan?
The packaging. Well, we already
Smell
did the
test.
packaging, but we can go to the smell
Smell
test.
test.
Do the smell test.
It's a little different.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Oh, and look at that.
It is different.
Yeah.
As much as it. No.
Oh yeah. It has a light cigarette smell to it.
Is it a little whiskey?
It's a little bit of
Little whiskey
Maybe it's the
and-
little cigar smell that they
Little
gave him.
animanium?
Does he have a cigar with him? Maybe that's
I'm
what we're
surprised.
smelling.
I'm guessing the coat's underneath. Huh?
Yeah, coat's got to be on the.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Ugh.
I mean, do you, as we're opening this, you guys think we'll have an old man Hawkeye?
That would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would really like to have the two, and then the dream would be the
Wow.
Spider-Mobile. You know,
Yeah, that would be cool.
that would be the
Look at
dream.
We are gonna go. We're going all out today. We're even gonna take the coat.
Oh, what? You're gonna open the duster?
Gonna do the coat first. We're gonna slide
This is
it.
actually happening live via the Facebook, folks.
Wow.
MJ Ortiz has opened his first Mezco.
That is sharp. I mean, gotta give that a feel.
Extra smell test.
It's made by Special Keeper
Double smell
Elves.
test.
Wow. There you go.
Now, I have seen reviews on this where they said there was no wire in this jacket.
Yeah.
They are wrong.
Yo, they are wrong.
There are wires.
Was there a magnet? It almost felt like
Jeez, look at him.
Look
No
at
magnets,
that.
there are wires in
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. People are wrong.
You guys are wrong.
Idiots.
Idiot. All right, hold on.
I love the boots.
Let me get the
Shoes.
hat on him. Wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy here. Now, see, we've seen Batman. We've seen the other Wolverines. This is very much something. I mean, it's a much different Mezco than you normally get. It's making me think because of his forearms. I just want to side note. Did you see the Popeye?
Did you remind you of the Popeye?
Yeah.
Popeye's going to be very excited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he'll be a little bit more beefed up. But I was very upset with a website who decided that they were going to just dump all over
Right,
the
that it
Popeye.
wasn't like, why is this a thing of my nightmares?
Yeah, I was. To me, I get it. You want to say, hey, I don't like something, but to write, a whole 8-9 paragraph
Yeah, it was a
article
little-
crapping on something that it just
don't
isn't your
understand.
thing.
I just want to see it stamp.
Yeah, perfect.
Look
Good
at
idea.
that.
That's a Black Series First Order Trooper right
Yeah,
there.
look at that.
I would love to see Wolverine rip up a couple stormtroopers. Just,
Yeah.
You just have
fully-
to punch them, based off of Star Wars. You really just have to push them when they're down. You don't
Alright,
need
what do we
Wolverine
got?
strength.
So we got this guy. Move him.
Oh, and he has a little backpack.
A little backpack here, which we'll actually we're going all out today.
Do you want to put the
folks.
jacket on first?
Oh, you think it'll get?
Yeah, I
the
think you should put the jacket on first.
All right, we're playing dress up, folks.
Your wife knowing you're playing with toys.
You're not allowed to play with that toy.
No, I'm not playing with this toy. I'm not playing.
No,
I'm
play.
dressing him appropriately.
No, the worst is going to be when my son watches this and he's like, "Well, if it's for my collection, you took it out. Why can't I play with it?" I'll have to explain.
Because
to
there's a
him
piece of paper that says you can't.
You're not allowed to.
that. Go
You
down.
have to be 18 to play with this toy.
This is a
You need a license.
I'm handing it off to the pro, so I don't break
Yeah,
anything.
that's a good move. That's a good move. Good thing you didn't
Solid.
put the claws on first and then try to go through the sleeves.
Good idea. Wow, this.
The rest
While
of-
he's working on
the rest
that,
of this stuff out, yeah.
look how cool that is. This one.
Yeah.
The
Camera's right
colors and did I match my shirt?
Oh my
Huh?
God, you did.
Oh, look at you.
Look, little pre
Look at you.
set it
You
up.
need some
That's
more
how
Marvel
good we
shirts.
are.
I don't think you have enough Marvel shirts.
No, I don't. Wow, that is really cool.
So where does the baby Hulk
It
come
almost
in
looks
the
like
whole-
it's made like a little tire out of like an old tire that's like holding him.
It probably is.
The baby Hulk is the inbred child
Yes.
of the Hulk and She-Hulk.
Yeah. Now, how cool would that be, old Hulk from that series?
That it
Wow.
would be enormous.
It would be very big.
Now
Yes.
this is.
And very caveman-like, with like the fingernails and the teeth and the whole
gonna-
look that they gave it.
This is a little difficult to get him in there.
Do you want to raise up your hand so you can see it?
Yeah, sorry.
Cool.
Trying to, he gets in there. Wow, he's snug once he's in there, but that is very cool.
Now, is that all rubber, like the straps, or is it like
Yeah,
a
go
little
ahead,
bit
here.
of rope? I don't want to.
I went to the widescreen.
There you go.
Oh wow! Like we even have the tiniest. Can we go back to the little thing? We even have the tiniest little bit of like little bit of seams in the backpack here
See, this is
to
what gives
really
me.
show you the detail. I mean, this is something you're not going to see because they could have just went straight, but they're actually going to. You're going to put this on Wolverine, and they actually went into all these details of these straps. Like this is like an old military thing that he just kind of jerry-rigged here to carry the baby Hulk in. And then if you can't see it, he does have, I don't know what, pacifier.
Well, Passy.
Yeah. And it was nice that he got him a purple one.
Yeah.
You know.
This is what this here gives me unbelievable excitement for the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Because if they do that,
Camera's right there.
if they do that, you know, detail on this thing, imagine what we're gonna get. You think, Rick?
Jason Nelson, no, Evan has not read Old Man Logan. This
No,
is
that's
one of
what-
his issues.
It's one on my list. Yeah, with all the Avengers stuff, I've been trying to catch up on so much to read. And
Yeah, he's
and
25 and he's like ready for bed at like 8 o'clock. So he doesn't
I am
have any
healthy.
time. Where most of us are up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm trying to be
You know,
healthy.
still
yeah.
doing things.
This is bad, Rick. Go ahead.
Yeah, he falls asleep on his desk
Back
here
to
sometimes.
back to the pro, guys.
It's not wrong.
I'm not making stuff up.
Yeah.
We have some other comments here. I don't know why, but the belt buckle makes me want to get one just so that I can have a Last Action Hero custom. That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. They don't have a Schwarzenegger yet, right? We haven't.
No T2.
There's no Terminator. Last Action Hero would be very ballsy by Mezco to make him in that reference.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, it'd be crazy with the dynamite sticks.
Could you
and-
imagine all the accessories
Oh
from the
my God.
where he says you take everything off and
Yeah.
he's like
Yeah, he
80
just keeps
different
going.
weapons?
Yeah, but a Schwarzenegger,
Is he
you know,
NECA?
even
Is he
even
NECA?
Commando. NECA
Yeah,
did a
with
great
the-
Commando, but
Yeah, with the
a
jacket.
I just
Mezco
don't
Commando
want-
figure would be
yeah,
awesome.
so you gotta go
I
slow.
appreciate it. Wow.
Slow and easy.
Yeah, this is. I mean, yeah, this is really cool.
And it doesn't pinch the powder at all. So.
Nope.
Back him up a little bit. There you go.
Right here is your sweet spot.
Right here. Get him. Do a little profile for a second.
Probably don't have to worry about putting suntan lotion on that baby.
No,
You're just walking through the desert.
no, just a little
Radiation make him strong?
Probably.
darker green. I mean,
Wow.
kind of get.
Yeah, a little bit on the backside there.
See, that's cool because you even got it closed with the way that the wires are.
Very cool. Try to get you a little
Smelling
of the.
comments.
That face is great.
Yeah.
Is this the? I mean, I don't have as many of these as you do. How many do we get that you don't normally get a second head?
It all depends on what character it is. A lot of them don't come with second heads.
So there's no like rage kind of face. You know what I mean? And that maybe that fits with the character because Logan, Old Man Logan, doesn't really break out until the very end.
But
Yeah.
I think it's more of a cost thing because you have the jacket, you have the backpack, the hat.
And the baby, so technically you are getting another head.
Right.
Hello. Yeah, that's.
This clothes look a little long.
I'm not really going to complain about that. Yeah, I think it looks cool.
I think it looks cool. I'm just proportionally.
Can you save that for the bad, Evan?
I'm just asking a
We're
question.
professional.
Just asking a question. I don't want to forget about
Let's
it.
forgive Evan here.
We're gonna give him a pass. All right, let's set this guy up.
Nick Phillips does not like the hat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will you save that for the bad,
get
Nick?
Back in the middle.
Yeah, Nick, we're not quite there yet, but
Go ahead. Get back in there.
All right. I just want to see what the jacket and the baby on the back. Could you do?
a little bit of a battle pose here.
You can. That's amazing. It's a little top heavy, so I would use the stand when you do that, but you can do it
How? When is yours coming in?
next week.
Next week.
Very jealous. Jealousy is at level 10 right now.
Baby Hulk and backpack. Yeah, I love the stand too. I mean, we can take it out, but it's just the recreation of the X on the front. Oh, that's cool. So they're.
Now this is something I was wondering because I watched a couple reviews on it. This was my biggest question: are the boots there? And the boots go all the way up to
Wow,
right
you don't even see
here. To
that.
right here, all of the boots go all
That's
the way
cool.
up, and they're detailed. It's not even like
Yeah.
it's not detailed. That's amazing.
It's those. That's the thing. It's those little differences
Yeah.
that you're gonna get with a Mezco that you're not gonna get with
Yeah.
anybody else.
That's right.
And he is not tall. Like, he is not, I'd say if we put him next to the
No,
bat, I'd say he's going to be on the smaller scale.
Well, here, go ahead, and put him up next to.
Yeah, but that's a.
I know, but you know.
So here we have him next to Thanos. Or is it Thanos?
Donnie.
Is it Logan or Logan? Is it Login?
See, I say Thanos. I know everyone else is saying Thanos.
Down AACs.
Yeah.
So here, if we just
Oh,
stand
Bob
him
got it.
straight up.
Nice.
I'm still
Find
teaching.
that
Still
center
teaching
there.
Evan how to pose figures.
I didn't do anything.
I know. That's why.
This is what everybody really wanted to see.
Exactly.
In Infinity War, but couldn't. Little Wolverine versus.
We don't even have a Wolverine back here on the wall.
Maybe the next one.
That's because MJ takes them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I'd have to buy two.
so how come we haven't seen a Thanos in Mezco yet?
I don't know.
I mean, we did do a lot of the Ragnarok line, so you think that there would be, maybe that's something we're going to see next year at Toy Fair.
Maybe Toy Fair next year. One that I am really, really looking forward to though is that Mezco Dark Side.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's one that you know you have to buy two of. Like it's that epic. When's the Hulk? When are we getting the Hulk?
I think it's the fall. I think it's in the
The
fall.
fall?
Yeah, I think pre-orders have already gone in, but
2020 we'll get the,
Yeah. Maybe the Hulk.
and that's their first Hulk too. It's the Ragnarok Hulk. It's not even just ripped pants Hulk.
I was praying for 80s cartoon Hulk.
Nice. Ooh,
Oh, that
very
would've been
nice.
cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
Very
so
That would have
nice.
been really cool.
You wanna?
What's the good, guys? Everything?
Everything, yeah.
Yeah.
The jacket is awesome. I think Rick made a great point about the boots. The head sculpt is really, really amazing. Honestly, the baby Hulk is cool. I mean, we could just go throughout the accessories here and just say how cool everything is. I'll wait for the. We'll be nitpicky in the bad.
I think we
what
just-
about everybody else?
No. I don't have much. I mean, I just echo a lot of your same sentiments. We had a problem with that word
See,
today.
I said it wrong earlier.
Yeah, you
and
messed
now
me up on that.
I gave it to you.
So I don't think there's any. It's Mezco. Like it's its own.
I
It's
think
its own level
I don't
of
think we can
awesomeness.
have these categories when it comes to Mezco. It's just
Yeah.
all good.
Let's-
No, you can. Some
The
of the
nitpick-
Mezcos have bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nitpick the bad.
So
We should have the nitpick.
the
Yeah.
nitpick. Yeah.
So my bad is, I would have liked a bandaged hand with blood. That's my bad.
Okay.
Accessory
with
wise,
claws or without?
no, because it's the post because he can't heal as
Right, you can't-
fast.
okay.
Like bandaged up. Now I do like one of the hands that they have on this sucker is made for cradling the
Nice.
the baby. So I do get that, but I think that's a nitpick. I think that's it. Not having a second head. I don't know what you really would.
Maybe just like you
do.
said, like maybe bloody face, a bloody mouth.
Yeah.
Like
Or
a
give
bruised
them
eye.
a younger face to have a younger Logan.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because this doesn't have to be Old Man Logan all the time. It
Right.
could have been a younger. Just it looks like his regular outfit. I mean, he's not changed his style. So it's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, back to what I said. Do you think the claws are too long? Proportionally to his body?
No.
No?
But if I had a nitpick, I would say the hands on the jacket. Now this is just a minor gripe, but if you look here, turn him here, like the jacket is like it doesn't fit him almost on his hands. See how it comes down over almost the entirety of the hand.
Yeah.
Whereas right here on the claws, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
See, I would say he found the jacket, or he killed someone for the jacket.
Right.
So it didn't
that
quite
would-
fit,
I
you know.
would-
I think if
You know
agreed
what?
if
And
that was the
again,
case,
if we're
there should be
gonna
holes
nitpick,
in it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little, maybe a hole in the jacket or
Yeah.
something.
More it's dirty.
Because it looks like he just picked this up from, JCPenney.
Yeah, he just.
That's the one thing.
They still have those?
In the alternate version of the future, apparently they do.
JCPenney survived.
Right.
They merged with Amazon, and they're the last of the...
Fast food chains.
Taco Bell won the fast food war. Ooh.
Demolition Man?
Yes.
Wow.
I actually have a horribly hard trivia question for that one, but I don't know
what?
that
For
anybody
which
would
one?
get it.
What's the
which-
Well, all right.
What we can do the
Aha, yeah.
All right, we can do it. All right, so if you guys get this, you're going to have to Google this unless you're a nerd like me. In Europe, they weren't able to use Taco Bell. So who won the fast food wars in the European release of Demolition Man?
and if you get that answer, you get the Back at Black Deadpool.
And
wow.
a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt, of course, t-shirt.
Yeah.
See, I could guess, but I don't want to give it away.
Oh wow, I do not.
While we're doing that, Roll says I buy clothes at JCPenney.
Okay.
So JCPenney's still a
So
thing.
you still have a JCPenney in your mall?
Yeah, I don't
Good
think
for
there's
you.
any near us anymore.
We
so.
still have one in
Oxford
Deptford.
Valley has one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Nick says he thinks he found that hat in a dumpster. He really does not like that hat.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You know, a New York Yankees cap would have
Raul
been nice
says-
for his, like, that was his son's ball cap or something. Just
Raul
as
says
something
Del
else,
Taco.
accessory.
No, not
No,
Del
no.
Taco.
No.
Oh, I remember the answer now. I remember you telling me.
No, you can't play, Evan.
Oh, can I?
No.
No? Oh, no.
Just like in life, you can't win.
I'd like a little bit more effort.
In my insults,
Yeah.
my insults are very low.
There
I
was-
don't
there
know.
was no effort
I
there.
don't. There must be a lot of Googling going on because I don't think anybody's going to get your
If
trivia
nobody gets,
question.
we could. I mean, you have other questions. I can just tell the audience my nerdiness.
Is it a taco joint or is it?
No, it's not.
burger
It's
All right,
actually.
I'll give it 10 seconds.
You got a
Go ahead.
10. Go ahead, do the actual.
9, 8,
You need
7,
help getting to the 10.
6,
You good?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody has it.
The answer's Pizza Hut.
Oh.
Pizza Hut.
Yep.
Pizza Hut.
So
I remember
funny,
that.
and sometimes
What did they do in the film? Because you clearly see that it's Taco Bell.
they show you the outside, and there's a different thing. You only see the thing, and then they talk about it.
See, that's something that, you know, if I would, I mean, I love weird versions of films that you go out, I would actually go buy Demolition Man just to have a version with Pizza Hut in it.
Well, funny, like
Overseas.
I only read it because somebody wrote an article. I remember seeing it was not KFC, but close. Somebody wrote an article like, I was watching the movie
Right.
and I distinctively remember from my childhood seeing Pizza Hut and not Taco Bell.
Right.
And then they were like, and they did a bunch of research and then they realized that the European versions, because Pizza Hut in Europe is like almost, I wouldn't call it fine dining,
Right.
but it's much more like not the casual fare that it is here.
Right.
You could get alcohol there.
Oh, yeah.
Like people go there for more. It's almost like Olive Garden would be here.
Okay, okay.
Other than
I mean, why not just go to Italy? You're so close.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do another trivia question then to win
that you can actually get.
the Back in
Sorry.
Black Deadpool. Which Richard Donner movie was referenced in the final Deadpool trailer?
Oh.
Deadpool 2 trailer. What Richard Donner movie
Rick's like, if
was
I would have known this, I
referenced
would have just stayed home.
in the final Deadpool 2 trailer? This thing just came out like yesterday, so that should be
If
pretty
this doesn't
easy.
come like that, I'll be so upset.
See how it all ties together? Yeah.
Bring it all back.
So let's. You want to do some final thoughts here on
yeah, I mean,
overall? I mean, it's hard to bitch and complain
Final
about.
thoughts.
It's hard to bitch and complain about these things.
I'm gonna let you put the stuff back. Rick.
Yeah, it's not-
yeah, I appreciate it.
No, is there
Uh-oh.
was there a Superman reference?
Man down. Actually, in the first one there was the teaser because he's in the phone booth getting changed.
Yes.
And,
But I said in the
Deeds.
final
Yeah.
Deadpool 2
and
trailer.
Claremont's getting killed.
So Raul, I don't know, Raul. The verdict's out.
Did you hear the theory that in No Good Deeds that the guy who dies in the alleyway is Uncle Ben?
Nice, nice. I like that. So far, only one guess, and you know.
So yeah, I mean, listen, you guys got keep googling, or you know what?
Just watch the trailer.
Stop, watch the trailer. Come
Watch the
back.
trailer and come back.
But leave the live stream open, please.
Yeah. Please don't go.
Please don't go.
I got nothing.
How about so let's just talk about Mezco in general. So
Okay.
If you ordered it from Mezco or not, if you ordered it from a wholesaler like Rick did, I don't know what the excitement is, but when so Mezco's process is this. First you get your order is in processing. Then you get it shipped. And the second you get that first email, you're just, oh man, because like you don't actually know when they're gonna hit, because they give you that month or two window.
What's up, Brandon?
What's up, bud? So that kind of like like when else? It's that Christmas morning,
right.
You know, that the first time somebody shows that the Avengers wave has hit Walmart's, and you're excited, you know, to go run out. There's something really awesome about getting that email. Then it processes for a couple days. Then you get your actual shipping. You know, it's not your traditional, you know, because most people are used to, I get it in 48 hours.
It was not Lethal Weapon, Jason. Nelson.
Okay, gotcha. It's never going to come out again.
This is it.
This is it. One time, special appearance, one night only. Old Man Logan.
With no hands.
No, but I dig Mezco. I really do. I like the process. You know, I mean, like Rick alluded to, there's been some bumps and bruises in the past, but again, this is a company for collectors.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I saw, I'm not laughing at this person, but the other day, someone got a Nightmare Batman in the mail that they had purchased. Now, of course, he had to purchase it from a secondhand seller. And he opened it, and there's no Bat logo on the chest. There's no Bat emblem on the chest.
Oh.
Now, you think...
So is it a Japanese, like...
Is it a knockoff?
No, it's just
messed up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the quality control.
Oh, man. I think I know the movie, but don't recall the reference.
Well, go ahead, Jason.
Well, then say it. I mean, I love it that people got Richard Donner movies up here, but you've named 2 of the big ones. Name the third one.
Yeah, honestly, if you could just go to Richard Donner and list his
Yes,
movies, it'll ring by default.
I think
we're very lax here.
I think the guy who got the Batman without the thing, I would just say I got a limited edition variant.
Yeah.
I got it without the Batman.
Well,
symbol.
when we were at Toy Fair 2 years
Jason
ago...
says Goonies.
That is correct.
That's
Jason, back in black.
He says it in the trailer. Goonies never say die. You know, and you're just like, that's the best.
When we were there 2 years ago, there was no Toy Fair exclusive that year. So I walked away with George Takei from Star Trek. And Paul, who went up with me and Jarrett, Jarrett didn't make it to the Mezco. He made it to Toy Fair because it was a day earlier. He got the black chested Punisher variant that was like a Puerto Rico exclusive.
Wow.
And I guess it's a very, very sought after exclusive. So when we were at the Cherry Hill Toy Con, it must have been, you know, maybe 6 months after, you know, he had it in his little satchel, and we're talking to, is it Realm of Collectors is the group they're in South Jersey. They're really nice guys. They're at most of the South Jersey events. He's talking to him about it, and the guy goes, oh yeah, that's a really, really hot one. And, you know, Paul's playing real coy. Well, what do you think? What do you think that's actually worth? The guy's like, oh, you know, I don't know, maybe, you know, $500-600. And Paul goes, oh, really? And he breaks it out, and the guy goes, really? You had that on you the whole time? I think I'm talking to a greenhorn, and you just had the Puerto Rico exclusive in your freaking bag the whole time, man. All right, how's this one go? There you go.
And you know what's? Was the Batman like this with the clear open front? Okay.
All the new ones are like that, which I like more anyway.
So I think you said this last time when you were here. When is the tin versus...
The tin is for the previous exclusive.
Okay.
So only through Diamond. Or Mezco Direct on the website.
We actually have a tin here on the table. You can't see it. We're using it to hold up the Ed 209.
Yeah, we did this for your Captain America fans over here in case you were a little upset. Okay, so all in all, Mezco rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, that much was obvious.
What do we do so far? got to be over an hour.
Oh yeah, we're over an hour.
We're over an hour. Okay.
Hour and 10.
I mean, any wrap up Mezco talk. What about Rick? You see anything new on the page you want to talk about?
Well, you got Batman Beyond coming out, which that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's a nice figure. And, well, 112. We saw it. Yeah, it's a nice figure. Is there a McGinnis head?
Not that I've seen, no.
Okay.
And it looks like it's more going to be based on his like newer look in the, more like Arkham Knight look.
All right.
It's all right.
The last level.
The last.
Well, while he's putting away the box here, we do have next week, we're going to have a special giveaway for Alien Day,
Yes.
which is the 26th. That's a Wednesday, so please tune in for that. I can kind of move out of the way here, and we can show you that we're going to be giving away a 12.5-inch Xenomorph that we got from Eaglemoss. And it's right here. The box is enormous. We have it all set, and we're going to open this one to review, but we do have one. It's still in its double boxes with styrofoam, the whole schmear. It's going to be great.
Pull it out and show everybody, or
We can.
Do you want to do Batman too before we go?
Yeah, I got it.
oh yeah, I forgot. Rick has some other goodies we can.
Then we have this monstrosity right here. So we're going to be giving one of these away.
$150 value.
So have your Alien trivia ready. Be ready on Alien Day. We're also going to
Rick's
be.
like, I'm not coming in on
We're going to
Wednesday.
be reviewing a Nostromo model, just like the Star Trek
we're
ones
gonna
that we
give that
did
away,
yesterday. Not Nostromo. Yeah, the Nostromo. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, the ship. No, not the Nostromo.
no, it's the aliens.
Sulaco.
It's the aliens.
It's the Sulaco. Sorry. It's the one that looks like a space gun. That's the Sulaco. So we're going to be reviewing that.
It's the one from Aliens.
And then coming up on Batman Day, which is May 1st, we're going to be doing busts of different Batman characters. So we have Two-Face, Batman, Harley Quinn, the Joker.
I have a lot of Eagle Moss stuff.
Yeah, they're going to be really, really nice, and we're going to give those away on Batman Day.
Yeah.
So please, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Eagle Moss set us up with this. Rather fantastic.
So Rick's gonna show off some of his imports. Well, some are imports.
Yeah. This one is the main important one, the only important one.
That's now I got to get another Mayfex.
I'm going to tell you right now, I think I like this one a little bit more than my Mezco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a...
I couldn't believe I even just said it, but
He's got a.
I got choked up on that one a little bit.
So you guys put those other ones away too soon. We could do some comparisons here side by side.
I forgot.
Yeah, but they can't be out in the air for too long.
No, it's true. Because they come to life.
Yeah.
They'll want to break out.
No, I'm going to say this is probably the
Wow.
best Mad Batman that they've made,
Yeah, that looks pretty sharp.
hands down. Like that, too.
Not standing is easy, though.
He is.
There's a lot of cape.
There is a lot of cape, but the way it's tailored, it can go right over him.
I mean, I'm pretty far away from it, and it looks like an Affleck jaw.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah.
I can
didn't
smell it
even
from here, too.
Yeah.
We didn't even do the smell testing.
I checked it over last night, so you guys can.
Wow. Yeah. I got now. When you take a look at this thing, spot on. I don't know that I see Batfleck in the face.
A little bit.
Little bit, but not. This is sharp. I go. Sorry, Stephanie. It's gonna gotta get something else.
No, I see Batfleck.
Yeah,
I see it.
I love Batfleck, so I'm easily, I see everything.
Raul wants to know if he's light or if he has some weight.
He's in the middle.
Yeah, no more than the
It's
Mezco
like
would
this
have.
model.
Well, it comes down.
What?
Yeah, so when you do when you're articulating these to get a higher kick,
Oh, wow.
you pull them down.
Alien
And
Day is
then you
actually
go back.
Thursday.
Okay. I never.
The 26th
I've never
is a
seen that
Thursday.
before.
So it's Thursday we're going to be doing this.
The cape is
I
like
thought it was Wednesday. Is our calendar wrong in the other room?
You guys wrote the calendar wrong.
It could be
No,
wrong.
don't say you guys.
I blame Evan.
I had no part of the
Evan,
calendar.
I can't believe you wrote
So-
the calendar wrong.
I can't believe Bob did it. I know.
What's I hate asking you, but you brought it in. So how much did this cost?
I got it off eBay for 62 with the 15%
Okay.
off.
Okay.
But right now it's only available in Japan.
All right.
So if you want to get it, you got to go through importing it yourself, like ma.com.
Okay.
It's really simple. If I was to get like 2 of these from them, it'd be like $130 shipped,
Okay.
which is not bad. But I mean, right now in the secondary market for a U.S. seller, it's about $100.
All right.
because they're not available here yet. But I would say definitely grab it when you can because it's going to go quick.
Well, it fascinates me that you
May
say that it's only
return this
available in
and stuff.
Japan,
They might fall out.
yet the box looks like it's almost
Yeah.
everything is in English.
Look at me.
Look what you've done.
So that surprises me that it's a Japan only. Lots of weapons.
Yeah, I wanted to show off everything because that's a lot of stuff.
See if we show up to protect everything.
So, Mayfex,
Does it show up or we have
the
to?
one
No, you're
thing
good.
that always I never got was I got 5 of them at a toy convention. They are legitimate for like dirt cheap because somebody was just trying to unload them. And I see them wildly go in value from low to high.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? You think it's the character or quantity? I mean, what's your take on that?
A little bit of both. Because some of them are dirt cheap, like the Leto Joker is like $30 now.
We answer that.
As opposed to when it first came out being $65.
Yeah.
So it went down. But certain characters like Batman always go right
Yeah.
through the roof.
Who doesn't need another Batman, right?
I think the other head too looks really cool. I think that looks more like Batfleck.
The gritted teeth.
Yeah.
Because you got a golden lottery ticket, and I give anything to give what you got.
It comes with 14 hands. 14 different
Yeah,
hands.
that's
It's a lot of hands.
14, that's a lot of hands. I don't even think Doc Ock comes with that many hands.
You can smack it out.
It's more, it sounds weird, but it's more action figure-y than the Mezco.
yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, that one's meant to be played with.
Yeah, this one. I don't know.
You're allowed to play with that. so
Well, at $62, you're really going to play with it?
Yeah, well,
If you're a little Japanese kid, I
and
guess
it's
so.
funny because the more I look at it, the more I catch different things. Like if you look at the suit, like there's got little sparkles in it. Where you can see more detail. in
It
suit.
catches the light. It does catch the light a lot
it's
better.
crazy.
Well, I think the fact that they built it so you could extend the leg and get that extra action pose, I think it's supposed to be more of a
Yeah.
toy to play with,
No,
as opposed to the Mezco, which looks.
Well, these are gonna.
Well, these are
It
poses.
feels
you
great.
can really. I mean, I've
The
seen
range of
people
motion
do
is
some
Yeah.
pretty crazy poses with these, and
Yeah.
you're gonna get a lot more flexibility out of this than you are the Mezco.
Is there a Batmobile for this? For this Batman?
Not for me.
Does Mayfex does a Batman?
No.
No?
But you can get at Costco right now. You can get the Ultimate Batmobile
And he works for
for
that?
80. Yeah,
And he
it
works
fits
for
right
it?
in.
Okay.
Fits right in.
Okay.
And that's amazing. If you don't have that, grab it. I got mine for 26, but I'm just bragging a little bit.
And then somebody actually called Rick out and was like, "Yeah, all right, tell us that story." So Rick was like, "Yeah, I got receipts." Bang. Boom, receipt. Shut it down. Don't mess with me.
Yeah, he looks great.
It's a good looking figure.
Can't really argue.
What
with
is
it.
what's the color on the gauntlet? Is it a different color or?
Yeah, it's gold and
Okay.
it's like a copper.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's sharp. It
Um,
kind of matches the belt
Yeah.
and the tips of the shoes.
Is it a heavy figure or is it a light figure? I'd say it's it
Right,
feels
it's
I would say it's
balanced.
medium.
Yeah.
feels like a legend.
More
it
of a
does,
legend.
yeah,
a
it-
little heavier than a legend.
yeah. It doesn't feel like it's going to break when you start moving him around. He doesn't feel very fragile. Stephanie says ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
And
And that's not what you're going to be saying when I buy it.
and Raul, the sculpt looks good. It does. I'm not an Affleck fan.
How dare you, sir? They
yeah.
fixed the torso because on the Batman versus Superman one, it was
Yeah.
very weird. I don't know if you have it or seen it.
I do. I
But
have it. Yeah.
it's very weird because he goes in as like skinny and they fix it. It's much better.
So if we have any junkies in Japan and they're watching this, maybe we can work out some sort of deal that you send us something over there, we send you something you can only get over
We
here.
got T-shirts.
Yeah.
You know, who doesn't
Trade.
want an AFJ T-shirt?
Yeah.
That's the
So,
even trade.
let's do some international trading here.
You want to do?
Yeah. Well, I didn't open this one because
Yeah.
it was.
Is he upside
He
down?
is upside down. That's how
You
he
gotta
was sent
show
to
that.
And he's
That's great.
sealed, just so you
Oh,
know.
you don't have to.
Don't-
You don't
don't
have to open it, man. You don't have to
show-
open it, especially if
show
this.
them.
He is sealed.
Go ahead. Give us your do the Bane voice, guys. Do,
I opened it and laughed and laughed.
This is
and
Gotham's
laughed.
reckoning.
Now
I'm
he's
stuck up upside down. God.
The only thing I have to say about
Mr.
Bane,
Wayne,
he's
flip
very,
me over.
he's like,
Mr.
Mr.
Wayne.
Wayne,
Mr. Wayne, all the blood is going to my
I
head.
will break your back. Flip me over.
I'm going to break your back and then give you a chance to heal within a few weeks
Yeah,
and come back.
come back.
And come back
stop
from some other country without,
The
Well, no one else
itchy
climbed
spider
or
went up the
fell under.
water
Then
spout.
get back to the city, climb
That's
up
been
onto
cut.
the
That's
bridge.
been,
In a
that's been
matter
cut off
of
of everything
hours.
else.
So that's the whole part of the movie that we take as the weirdest. Not that
No.
No.
Talia al Ghul slept with him first.
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
The ultimate revenge.
no.
The only thing with Bane I say I have a problem with, I can already tell without opening him, he's very small.
Can you say?
He doesn't feel as imposing
Yes.
as he should be.
He should be bigger.
Bigger.
And, again, nitpicky, the jacket looks very plastic.
Yeah, but it's actually soft from what I've seen.
Really? Okay.
I've seen in reviews, it's very soft.
Let's hold
But
him upside down, bring Jim
He's,
Butler.
he's very tiny, so that means the Mayfex, they go up and down with their scale. They have
Stephanie loves your guys' Bane impression.
Oh, thank you.
no rhyme or reason to that at all.
Yeah, he does kind of look a little small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, yeah.
I like the extra arms, though, so you could really take off the... Now, there's the whole... I guess you take the arms off, the jacket slips off.
Slips right off, yeah.
Okay, and then you do the arms underneath. And he's ready to break the bat's back.
Yes. He comes with 2 broken Batman helmets there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's a nice little
Yeah.
feature.
Yeah.
So you can carry one.
Yeah.
That's cool. Did they make a Catwoman?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
But
And they have a bat pod, right?
Yep.
Is that Mayfex?
yeah.
That's almost got me, because it's pretty cool.
The figure arts Catwoman looks better though.
Okay.
That they're getting ready to release now. So,
The Anne Hathaway one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Did you pre-order the Catwoman?
Mezco?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I had to.
I was a yes. I don't even know why you asked.
I had to ask.
I wasn't even going to ask.
I mean,
I
she's
just
married
figured I was a
to him
yes.
Yes, she is.
And then I brought just a little free Dragon Ball fans. The hard to find.
This Dragon Ball thing, I think, is great because was it Vegeta with the black hair really jumped up in price, right?
Yeah, he went up to, he's like $80. Now see, I don't know if you guys paid attention, there was a guy one time looking for the Vegeta, and my Toys R Us had, like, I think 5 of them. He asked, I went out, and I helped him out, and he's done the same for me. That's how you start
Yeah,
see,
networking.
exactly.
Make a friend,
It's the whole point of the page.
network, exactly.
Right.
Make a
net-
friend, they help you, you help them. You'll put you in touch with somebody else who will,
Right.
help you. And that's the thing, like, that's why a lot of times if we're out, hunting, and we see something, look at me, like, fixing my bag here. I'm
I
sorry,
thought we
guys.
had it situated.
No, it slipped up.
You
inside.
need some
I was really
problems.
upset.
Need to fix that bag.
We try to pick it just at cost, and then,
Extra bag out
shipping.
here. I'll see
But,
you
like,
plastic.
I told you.
Enjoy
not
the
to cut
darkness,
tape.
Wolverine.
But the one thing you got to remember is give people a break on the page. If it's a $20 figure and they're willing to sell it to you for like 25 to 27 shipped, that's a good price.
Right.
You had to drive, you had to get it, you got to take it and go ship it. Shipping is not.
Do you want to put that one
super
upside down
cheap.
too?
So Stephanie,
So Bane's not alone.
Yeah.
Stephanie had a really good question, and I want to hear what everybody's take on this is, except for Evan.
Okay, cool. That's fun.
So it's because you wouldn't know. I'm not trying to be rude.
Yeah,
thanks
you're
for,
new to
thanks
this.
for instantly thinking
You're not-
that I was being rude.
He was offended.
You're not into this like we all
Yeah,
are.
you're not
Well, I'm curious.
into this whole
I'd
thing
like to know.
that we do.
I'd like to know what the question is.
I'm gonna read it. So
Yeah.
she said, "So educate me." This is my wife. I won't make that joke. For an action figure collector,
Good.
is there more value because it's upside down, or is it just really unique?
No.
So
I think I
for
can
this
answer that.
one, I don't think so.
Well, the tape is sealed, and that's why you're not opening it. One, and I think there is, but I think it all depends on the figure, the property,
Why would it
There
matter?
are
and can you change it without removing a piece of tape? If it's like behind a plastic
Yeah.
bubble that's sealed, then yes.
There are actual packaging errors that do go for a little bit more. Not so much the new stuff, though. Like, if you have an old school packaging error where it says you got Batman and it's a super, Friends and it's
Right.
really Superman, and then sometimes there were actual, like, known runs that shipped out
Right.
wrong, so they could be quantified. Like, 500 of these were done incorrectly.
Well, that's the key, because you have to have a number. If you're talking about just a few factory errors. Even like you're saying,
Like
like
the-
an old school Superpowers Batman. If I'm going to go buy a Superpowers Batman, I'm not going to buy one that says Superman. I want it to say Batman.
Yep.
That's what I'm buying.
Right.
So it's going the value is not going to hold.
But it's like the Mezco that the guy got that didn't have
Exactly.
the Batman
It's,
symbol on
it's
it.
an error. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, now if there are other 500 of them, sure, then you have a market.
And now for the people that collect every variant,
Right.
they'll buy that and they may pay a little bit more.
See, I'm thinking more of the not repackage, the Star Wars figures from Kenner that not only had the wrong figure, it was the wrong label on the figure, it was the wrong carded picture of the figure. Everything was wrong.
I think it
and these were
depends
like they were
upon-
just cranking it out at the
Yeah.
end, just throwing stuff
I
into the
think
stores
it's
to get rid of it.
property. I think it's the date that it was released.
Mm-hmm.
I think the newer figures they're just not going to hold like now. But like you'll see a lot on the. Go ahead.
Well, another thing I was going to say is with the world in which we're dealing with now is like when we have like a Marvel Legend and somebody opens it, puts a different figure in there, and returns it. Now we're getting with that. It's not a repackaged. It's a repackaged figure. It's not a manufacturer's error.
Right.
So now, I think the manufacturer's errors are starting to, like you said, the older ones, yes, have become a little bit more valuable. But these new figures now. I mean, I just saw on the somebody on Instagram had a dewback. They took out the Stormtrooper and put in Kylo Ren. Why would they do that? Like, you really wanted the
Yeah.
Stormtrooper that bad? You just didn't want to spend the $60?
So Jason said when the company admits to an error run, he thinks it would have. Yeah, that is true. So
Right.
he thinks it will affect the value. If they actually say, "Hey, we messed up on this certain run," you're going to get a little bit more for it because it can be quantified, like we said.
Right.
But one thing, because this is one that gets everybody, up. Hey, Jessica, she popped on. That gets everybody upset is like when you're in the store and they find the Superman that's really Batman, and then they go, "Is this valuable?" and they post the picture. What that's going to do is you're going to get like 10 people that just say, "Can't you at least get out of the store?" Or the "Should I buy this?"
Just buy it.
Yeah, like I get it. Some people buy like if you'll see if you like it, buy it. It doesn't matter what the
Right.
value
Well,
is.
I'll actually play devil's advocate there for a minute because there are new collectors every day, and some collectors do want to collect
Right.
for value. So they're trying to go off the experience of other people. Should I get this? Is this an investment? But really, any new toy really isn't an investment.
That's the way. Like the way I try to read it, guys, and everybody's going to do things a different way. Is take it just how Jason said. Imagine that it's a new collector that doesn't know anything about the line, doesn't know if it's worth it, and just either say it's a good figure, it's a bad figure. Could the guy be trying to scalp? Sure. But if you think about it, if he's a scalper, he already knows what it's worth. You know what I mean? So give people the benefit of the doubt. And if, again, this isn't going to help because everybody's going to do it anyway. If you don't like what they're saying, just scroll on. There's
There's
1,000 transactions every 10 minutes on the page. So you're always going to see something new. Just move past it. You know what I mean? Give people a break because most of the time you end up getting in trouble because that person says something to you, you say something back to them, and then Rick's going to have to mute you. And then you're going to make a comment about, well, I can't comment. I can't comment. I don't get what it was. And then Rick's going to tell you exactly what you did wrong because he knows all. And then if you keep pushing it, you're going to get kicked. You know what I mean? And we don't want to kick you out.
No.
But I get it. People want to be passionate. Feel free to debate. But if you get personal, you attack. That's not the vibe of what we want the page to be. It's supposed to be for collectors to work together, help each other out, and share their passion. So when you start getting personal and getting attacky, we are not going to hesitate to boot you.
Just walk away from it. It's easy just to back out. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone's argued, I think, before on the page. I've
Yeah.
had my own instances, you know what I mean? It's just, you have to know when to, okay, this is enough, you know what I mean?
I tried to have a discussion yesterday, and the guy just eventually deleted his comments. So
Feel free to use the AFJ troll. If you make a post and you feel like somebody's trolling you, you don't have to argue. Hit them with the troll and move on.
it has been a wake-up call for a few people
Yeah,
that
I
we've
think-
posted
I
a few
think
times. They
after-
kind of realize, like, oh, That's
Yeah.
what I was doing.
Yeah, I was trolling.
So yeah, so it's kind of it's actually starting to work out the way we wanted it to. It's kind of a reminder of, hey, have an open mind about new projects, new toys, new figures, and maybe it's not for you.
And you can. There's a difference between I'm worried about this
Right.
project that's coming out like M.A.S.K. and this is gonna suck. You haven't seen anything from it. You're
Yeah.
not sure. Give it the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Then go for it, because we don't have a problem. I mean, we say what we like and don't like here every single day, but we've seen it before we comment, with the exception of
Justice
Bob,
League.
because he won't watch Justice League. But he doesn't actually talk about Justice
Well,
League.
maybe he will with the new fan edit. Maybe.
Yes.
No, still no. So did
Fan edit. That's even worse. That's like
I don't
that's
know.
like cutting out Kate Winslet in Titanic because you don't want the nudity. So all of a sudden now you're taking a director's work, whichever director that it is for Justice League, and you're changing it to fit what you want it to do. So that's like taking Phantom Menace and cutting Jar Jar Binks out. Well, that's not what
you
the director
can't cut
wanted.
out my favorite character.
Yeah, you
Well,
can't
I mean,
do that. It's-
Justice League's a different animal though, because you went.
He
from,
said it. He said it on record before.
You went-
that
you
Jar
went-
Jar was his favorite,
Is that
and it's
real?
In that movie,
your point, Rick.
100%.
You're because we've gone through 2 different directors on this film,
Yes.
and there's
Well,
different
one,
edits, and
because Snyder didn't get to film anything.
And now we're saying Snyder didn't film
started
anything?
He started to film just a little bit, and then he was fired. He didn't quit. He was fired.
Oh, see, I thought he filmed a lot more than that.
That came out.
Okay.
He just started filming basic scenes, and they fired him because they weren't happy with Batman versus Superman.
but then why come out and say I'm leaving because my daughter passed away?
Well, it's the
because
nice
that's
way.
a way to let him segue out.
I would have just said, hey, they fired me, I'm done.
But you want Warner Brothers to give you more money later on.
Yeah, but if you're going to come out afterwards
In
and say
front of
that,
the bridge.
reveal it afterwards, what's the point?
Well, did it come from him that he got fired, or did it come
It
from other
did.
sources?
It came from
See?
other sources, but he did confirm it that he wasn't.
No, so
Because they kept pushing because we want
You know,
the Snyder cut, the Snyder cut. But the fan edit, I have to say, is really good. You can Google it, find it. It's really well.
the one thing I'll say about a fan edit is it's actually someone who cares about the property.
They really
Because it seems to me at times Warner Brothers is just they want to throw it out there, get the money, and then let's move on. You know, it's not like let's make something that lasts, that's endures, that gets people excited.
like Jessica Napkin said, Avengers.
Wow,
Yes.
10 years.
Yeah.
Next week.
Did you show this off, or do we just?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah, we did it.
I will say with
I
the
get a little blurry after
with
an hour.
the Super Saiyan Rose, this one is kind of rare already. I mean, on eBay you're looking at $50-$60 right now. But the Figure Arts one is getting ready to drop, and that one is limited. So if you get a chance to pre-order it, do it because it's already up to 130 on eBay.
I dig these. I dig the drag. I'm not a. I watched some Dragon Ball when I was younger, not all of it, but I dig these lines. I like the build a. I always, if you give me a collect and connect, the build a figure, whatever you want to call it, I dig that premise. And these are pretty obtainable. They're like $20, $22.
$22
You get it at
at
GameStop.
Yeah, but see, this will be the first one I ever bought.
Okay.
I've bought I've bought all of these for my son from both lines. He's got all of them now, all 12 characters.
Okay.
But after just looking at it and messing around with his out of the package, it is a solid figure.
Yeah.
So I suggest grabbing it if you can, and make sure you get those Figure Arts pre-orders in because it's already doubled.
Wow.
It's just going to triple.
Okay.
All orders are allocated. So
All right, guys. Next week, Alien Day. Follow us on Instagram, The Real AFJ. Check us on YouTube, Action Figure Junkies. We're going to be at GamerCon in July. We're going to be at the Philadelphia Comic Convention next week.
Yeah,
right?
Greater Philadelphia Comic Con in Oaks, PA, which is right outside of King of Prussia. So I mean, you can do your shopping.
Same place as RetroCon.
Yeah, same place that we went to RetroCon at, and we'll be at RetroCon too in October.
When that
If
comes
you
around.
reach out to us because you're going, we'll get you a T-shirt.
Yes,
Let
let
us
us
know your
know.
size and your preference of black or gray.
Yeah, we'll have them on us. So at least
Yeah.
we'll try to as many as we can. So
Yeah.
Guys, thanks again. Friday, have a good weekend. We'll be putting stuff up, throughout like we normally do.